Riley Shepard spoken up before. We have yet to hear from Vanity, and you've spoken quite a bit about that. Not quite in this level here that we're going to get into. Vanity, no response so far, really. We're talking about respect. Is that a form of disrespect to you?
That's massively disrespectful. That's overly disrespectful. Like, really think, how would that be if when you have Marina Shafir going up against Darius Carter? How would that be if Darius Carter talked about how he's going to wrestle Marina Shafir and we heard nothing from Marina Shafir? We don't hear her put anything over. We don't hear her do a promo. We don't hear her do an interview. No, nothing. We see her doing all of these other shit. We see her doing everything else instead of talking about her match coming up with Darius Carter. Y'all be like, wow. And if it was vice versa, it'll be the same thing. You know what I mean? Like, you're in this match. If you don't want to be in this match, then say that. And you can be taken out of the match. You know what I mean? It's very disrespectful that she feels like she's so fucking much better than Riley Shepard or myself that she don't have to address me. She don't have to address her fans, or she don't have to put over the company to where she's the women's champion at. And it's just so mind-boggling. I don't understand. Like, this is just, I don't get it. I don't get it. Can't do none of these things. But then yet still, once again, her taking all these Patreon accounts, all these pictures and cosplay and busting it wide open on the goddamn pole warm-ups and let me take a picture. It is the same pose. It's not a different pose. It's the same pose. It's the same.
Everyone's got their signature pose. Everyone's got it.
And like, everybody's sending it to you. You can't say you didn't hear it. You can't say you didn't know about it. You tagged in it. A podcast, Dirty Heels podcast, literally had to tag you in it on Facebook for you to finally say something. And then once again, you came with these set it off clapbacks. Stop. Like, just stop. Where's the promo? I don't want to hear you talking no more. Then you went and talked shit on Instagram as if nobody was going to tell me that you was on there talking purple-headed goons. No, I am a god. I am the god of destruction. So you're going to put some respect on my name. Riley Shepard, I don't even think she has purple hair. I know her gear is purple, but that's besides the point. Are we really doing this? So because I sat here and gave nothing but facts about you, you're going to go to name calling? That is the most childish shit ever.
Damn.
And it was whack. It was whack. Not even befitting for a champion at that. You ain't put no prestige on that belt. You ain't wrestled, no nothing. You ain't defended that belt, no nothing. And and I heard there was supposed to be some times you done defended that belt and you never showed up. So what's really going on? Apparently, wrestling is not your forte anymore. You're more focused on your modeling career than you are with your wrestling career. And that's fine. I love that for you. Drop the belt off. Drop the belt off at BCW management, and me and Riley can fight for the belt, because apparently you're not taking this serious. This doesn't mean anything to you. You feel what I'm saying? And then when you did post it up, you posted up just you, not letting people know who you're wrestling, but you still want to drop these little subliminal, like, say it. I wasn't scared to call you out and put your name in it. So I'm address me, acknowledge me, not to take that from somebody, but say my fucking name. Say who it is. Oh, but you must be scared. You feel me? Like, don't do this. Don't disrespect me. Like, her and Riley put together still don't even get nowhere near close to how long I've been in this business. So the least you can do is respect myself and Riley by mentioning us, that you're in this match and that you're putting the BCW Women's Championship on the line. And considering that BCW hasn't wrestled or done a show within a year and a half, it's a big deal. So the fact that you don't feel like you have to say anything is disrespectful to me, disrespectful to your fans, and disrespectful to the company. You don't deserve it. Drop the goddamn belt.
When Vanity won again, you talked before about how close you were with Faye Jackson, calling her a sister to you. When Faye Jackson had to relinquish the BCW Women's Championship and Vanity won at Queen of the North 2, won to become the new champion here, how did you feel about that? Did you feel like kind of like the same way you do now, or was there a certain level of respect for when she won the championship before?
When she won the championship, there was a certain level of respect, because, like I said, this ain't the same Vanity that sat there with me and Faye Jackson in the locker room in Atlantic City. You feel what I'm saying? Talking about how you want to be the standard and, want to put on for, and set a standard for all the other Black queens coming in this business. And you ain't set a standard to shit. You ain't did nothing. Like literally all I've ever wanted was the best for Vanity. But Vanity has so much potential. There is so much potential that she has, but she's lazy. This is not what
Oh.
she wants. She literally is looking at this one-sided. She's literally thinking that, oh, if you see me taking pictures of me being in the gym and me doing all these other workouts, that means that I have every right to say that I bust my ass and I have a right to be in that ring. No, if you don't do the work in that ring, you ain't busting your ass. Period. You ain't putting over the company that made you the champion. So what are you doing? You're not doing none of this. Like, honestly, I feel like Patreon should be sponsoring her for as much as she's just been posting about them than BCW.
Oh, maybe they are. We just don't know it. But no, I definitely understand what you're talking about here. And I being involved in the wrestling world for the last 2-3 years, I forget now because it's the pandemic. But I understand the frustration because yes, it's not necessarily just what you do in the ring, especially when you're representing the company as a champion. There's a lot of marketing that goes involved. You're the face of the franchise. There's a certain level of expectations that is put upon you, and being a part of the BCW universe, especially as a challenger for this championship, you feel like you're being let down. It seems like the BCW faithful, the fans, kind of feel let down as well. Like you kind of being the hate to use this the coin this phrase here, like because CM Punk used this, but you're kind of like the voice of the voiceless right now. It seems like.
I'm disappointed. Like it's beyond the anger. It's the disappointment that we're supposed to build each other up. Like, us queens supposed to stick together. This is what you wanted. And then yet still, instead of you putting over a match that you're in for the belt that you have, so we can sell out this place and put asses in the seats, so where it's like standing room only, you feel like that, oh, you know what? Screw that. Because what? You're upset because the truth hurt. Now you just want to kind of isolate yourself and just not even really mention anything about nothing. Like, let me give you facts. You didn't even get to successfully defend your belt because your first title defend was Riley Shepard, and that was at Atlantic City. And you didn't even get to defend that successfully. Why? Because I ran in and I beat both of y'all asses.
Now you're talking about Riley Shepard. Now we don't want to forget about her because she's the other competitor here in this match. I feel like she's kind of being like the lost.
She's not lost. She's not lost at all. Riley is not lost at all. I give Riley a respect. That's why I don't speak about it. I said what I had to say to Riley Shepard. Yeah. I said what I had to say to Riley Shepard when she came into my spaces. I told Riley Shepard, spoiler alert, I'm going to beat her ass and I'm going to be the new BCW Women's Champion. I have respect for Riley. It's not a fucking personal. It's business. I will go to war with Riley Shepard any day of the week, and I've never wrestled Riley Shepard yet. I'm about to the 21st. You feel what I'm saying? I have respect for her because Riley Shepard carried herself as a warrior. She's also a champion. And guess what? She carries herself as a champion. You know what I mean? So I'm not ignoring Riley Shepard. I know exactly what Riley Shepard do. That's why when I ran in there, the first person I knocked out was Riley Shepard. And then I knocked out Vanity. There's always a method to my madness. You get what I'm saying? So I know exactly who Riley Shepard is. And she has all my respect. The person who don't have my respect is the champion. Because the champion is the person that's still sitting silent and not saying nothing. When it was released that I was returning, Riley Shepard was the first person to say something. Oh, well, I know she don't think that I don't forgot. I'm like, first off, I don't even know why you're talking to me, but I appreciated that. That's the respect of, oh, I ain't forgot about you. Guess what? I ain't forgot about you either, Riley. You feel me? Respect. But then you could hear a silent fart from a fly before you hear Vanity respond. Even her own fans were saying, hey, are you going to respond, Vanity? You're not going to say nothing? Like,
do you think, though, that maybe, like, in the height of mental health awareness and all that, like, we've seen Simone Biles drop out of the Olympics at one point because of mental health issues and kind of stayed silent on social media because of it. Do you think maybe there's something like that going on? Because, like, Vanity has been staying quiet, at least on Twitter. She hasn't tweeted anything at all. Do you think maybe there's something like that going on here, or are we jumping to conclusions at all? Or is this flat out disrespect?
I would agree to that. I would sit here and say, you know what, Mark? That is the thing. I would agree to that if it wasn't for the fact that every time I turn on, what do you see? Some Patreon pictures that you took.
That's true.
So apparently your mental health is good enough for you to take pictures and get all dolled up, but your mental health ain't good enough for you to address people. If that is the case, then, like I said, drop the belt off and go do you. And whenever you're better or wherever you need to be, come back and then we're running. That's what I'm saying. I'm not, if your mental health ain't where it needs to be, okay, say that. But you ain't gonna try to get me or convince me that you got a lot of stuff going on, but yet Look at all this. Look at all this. I literally almost died last month in the hospital. I didn't make excuses. No, nothing. I focused. I was obedient when I didn't want to. I didn't want to. I wanted to come back to wrestle, and I was in nowhere near shape. And just like I told anybody, and I told Anthony Cole, and I told JJ, if for any reason that I wouldn't have got cleared or I didn't feel like I could come back, I wouldn't have. I would have stayed home. I would have got care, because at the end of the day, you only have one life. Your health means everything, but you're not going to get or try to convince me that Vanity has something going on when all these other stuff that she's posting, all these other social media she's posting on is saying otherwise. You get what I'm saying? Like,
No,
if you could answer that question, it'll be great. You had enough energy to kind of almost respond to me saying I need a muzzle or whatever, but then the chick that talked trash to you in the Instagram post that I was mentioned on as well, you had more fire for her than you did for stuff that I've been saying, and I've been throwing nothing but facts at you. Make this make sense. If you scared, say you scared. It's fine. Go sit at the kiddie table, drink from your fucking sippy cup, and let grown-ups do grown-up business.